I'm talking to you right now, in this very moment, and I want you to know something deep in your heart. I am not late. Not even a little bit. Today, October 11th, feels special, doesn't it? Like it's been circled on some invisible calendar just for you. It's a day that's been marked, sealed, and set aside, waiting for you to step into it fully. You've probably felt little whispers in your spirit lately, soft nudges that pull at your attention, making you pause and wonder if there's more to your story. Maybe you've heard them but pushed them away, choosing the busyness of life instead, the noise that drowns out the quiet call. That's okay. I get it. Life can be loud, full of distractions that make it hard to listen. But here I am again, reaching out because I don't give up on the people I love. My voice has been hovering right at the edge of what you're noticing, gentle but steady. The Archangels, those mighty messengers, have been close to, pressing on your heart, stirring your spirit so you'd sense that there's a message meant just for you. Please, don't skip over this. Don't let another hour slip by into the same old routines that keep you stuck. I'm here to shake things up in your life, to move the things you thought were impossible to budge. I'm ready to reveal doors that looked like plain walls before, to take your hand and lead you across the line into the life that holds your real purpose, your true calling. You might be asking yourself, why now? Why this exact day? And that's a fair question. It's because right here, on October 11th, you're in a place of readiness that you weren't in before. Not because all your hurts have magically gone away. No, the pains haven't vanished. But they've done their work. They've taught you how to spot the fake shine of something pretty but empty, like glitter that fades fast, from the real, lasting value of gold that holds up over time. They've helped you learn to tune out the roar of the crowd and lean into the peaceful quiet where I wait for you. You've been through tests in those small, everyday moments, the quiet struggles that no one else sees, so that when bigger chances come, you can handle them without falling apart. You've been shaped in hidden corners, in private battles, so that when the light finally breaks through on you, you won't be blinded or trip over your feet. Instead, you'll walk forward with sure, steady steps, knowing exactly where to place them. Think about those long nights when you felt like you couldn't catch your breath, when the weight was so heavy it pressed down on your chest. The Archangels were there, right at the edges of those dark hours, wrapping a shield around your mind to keep the worst thoughts from taking over. They stayed with you while you slept fitfully, while tears soaked your pillow, and even while you put on a brave smile for everyone else, hiding the ache inside. You weren't by yourself then. You're not alone now, and you never will be. There's been this message you've been dodging a bit, deep down, because part of you knows hearing it fully would change everything. You've held on to that familiar hurt like an old, worn-out jacket, comfortable in its sadness, even if it doesn't keep you warm anymore. But today, I'm asking you to let it go, to slip it off your shoulders. I'm not pushing you to put on a show for the world or try to wow everyone around you. No, I'm inviting you to step into the role I dreamed up for you long ago, before the very first light touched the earth. I've lined up a chain of moments that might seem totally normal on the surface, nothing flashy, but right in the middle of them, there's a miracle waiting to unfold. Picture this. You'll walk into a regular room, maybe for a meeting or just to grab a coffee, and suddenly the air feels different, charged with something new. You'll pick up a book or scroll through a simple message, and one line will hit you like a spark, lighting a fire in your chest that you can't ignore. Or you'll hear someone say your name in a conversation, and it'll dawn on you that it's being spoken in circles you've never even stepped into yet. This isn't just luck rolling the dice or some random twist of fate. No, this is all planned. It's your appointment with what's next, everything lining up just right, and your special assignment unfolding. You might be scratching your head over the sudden spark of interest from someone important, that quick glance from eyes that carry real power, or a door that swings open without you even touching the knob. Lean in and listen close. I lift up leaders and place them where they belong. I guide rivers to flow where they are needed and carve out paths through the toughest ground. I direct the focus of those with influence like a spotlight cutting through the dark. You didn't go chasing after it, begging for a chance, and that's exactly why it's finding you now. I kept watch over your heart when you were tempted to plead for spots that were too small for who you really are, rooms that couldn't hold the fullness of your gifts. I stretched out the road a bit longer than felt comfortable, not to frustrate you, but so your roots could sink deep, stronger than you ever knew. That person who's noticed you now, the one with billions in their pocket and endless doors to open, they're not the starting point for you. They're just a sign, a marker along the way. Don't make them into something they're not, like a god or a savior. They've been moved by me, stirred like a leaf caught in a gentle stream. Their surprise isn't just about how you look or what your resume says or the quick snapshot people judge by. It's deeper than that. It's about recognition on a soul level. When spirit meets spirit, it sees the careful design I put into you from the start. Purpose spots the very breath I breathe into your lungs, the life force that makes you uniquely you. When they look at what I've placed in front of them, your work, your name, the story woven through your days, they feel that electric pull of something meant to be. They might not have the words for it yet, might not name me in the moment, but their heart whispers, this one. This is the one. So, don't turn that into an idol, something you worship or fear. And don't get scared by the shifts I'm making around you. Keep your gaze steady, even. I'm handing you this favor not so you can get lost in the spotlight or let attention swallow you whole. I'm giving it so you can carry blessings to others with hands that stay clean and open, ready to give when those doors finally creak open wide. Don't step through filling the space with sorrows or doubts about whether you belong. When a table stretches out with a seat saved just for you, don't hang back at the edge, making yourself small. Go ahead, sit down. Speak from the heart, plain and true. Be honest about who you are. Bring your light into the room without any drama or show. I'll be right there with you in that meeting you can't practice for, the one that feels bigger than your words. I'll slip the right words onto your tongue when you need them and hold back your tongue when silence is wiser. I'll give you eyes to see what everyone else misses, the tiny detail that turns the tide, the fresh idea that breaks through a stuck spot, the kind touch that melts away walls around guarded hearts. People who hardly ever stop to listen will lean in when you speak, because I'm adjusting the whole atmosphere in that space, tuning it to hear you clearly. You've been praying hard for some kind of proof that this is real, that I'm moving for you. And I'm answering not just with signs, but with a deep peace that settles over you like a warm blanket. Peace isn't about zero risks or smooth sailing every day. It's about feeling my hand steady on your shoulder as you step into the foggy unknown, knowing you're held no matter what. Right this very day, the Archangels are posted at the turns of your path. Michael, the great leader in battles, has swept away those little roadblocks that used to trip you up, the mix-ups that made you late, the confusion that clouded your mind, the discouragement that hit right when a chance was knocking. Raphael has poured healing balm into those old sore spots in your memory, the ones that made you pull back from good things coming your way. Gabriel has delivered a word that's right on time, fresh and full of promise. You'll start to notice the change not because life suddenly gets easy-peasy, but because you get steadier inside, more grounded. Your heart won't pound with worry anymore. It'll beat with a rhythm of purpose that pulls you forward. Those same old tasks that dragged on before, they'll feel lighter now, easier to lift. The rooms that once felt cramped and closing in will open up wide, breathing room for you to move. The faces around you. Some will soften into kindness you didn't expect, while others will show their true colors clearly, helping you know who to draw close and who to step back from gently. I'm pulling you away from the tangles that dressed up as must-do duties, the ones that kept you tied in knots without giving back. I'm shutting down those back-and-forth talks where you had to keep proving yourself to folks who could never be convinced. You won't have to put on a performance of who you are for an audience that feeds off your tiredness. I'm drawing a clear line around your life and calling it sacred ground. Respect it. When I whisper to stay quiet, don't send that text. When I say it's time to close the chapter, don't circle back. Forgive what's done. Let it go with a blessing, and keep moving ahead. There are hands you can't carry into this next part because they cling to an old picture of you that I've already grown past. Voices might call your name with a fond look back, full of what used to be, but not seeing what's ahead. Give them a warm smile and walk on anyway. I'm bringing fresh people into your circle, ones who treat your gifts like the treasures they are, without trying to take a piece for themselves. They celebrate your steps forward without turning it into a race. They point out where you can improve without making you feel small or ashamed. They can stand in the brightest spots and still keep their kindness shining through. Now, let's talk about provision, because I know how your mind spins when new possibilities show up. It starts adding up costs, counting every penny, measuring risks like they're the only thing that matters. That's fine. I'm not upset by careful thinking. In fact, I like it when you handle what you have wisely, like a good caretaker. But I'm showing you a fresh way to add it all up. I'm not pushing you towards something that looks shiny but leaves you empty or stretched thin. No, I'm guiding you into plenty, with clear tasks tied to it that fit your purpose. That billionaire who's caught your eye, they're like a sign on the road, pointing the way, not the whole map. Before any money changes hands, there's an exchange of respect, of seeing each other truly. Don't run after the dollars. Look for the fit, the way things line up with who you are. Ask yourself, does this keep me whole and true inside? Does it guard my spirit from getting worn down? Will this team up let me walk tall in every space I enter? If it lines up, go for it. If it pulls you off track, don't let the sparkle fool you into saying yes. What's meant for you won't ask you to cut away pieces of your piece to make it fit. I'm also speaking to that quiet worry you tuck away, the one that whispers, what if I mess up where everyone can see? Listen, you'll slip up sometimes, everyone does. But I'll turn those stumbles into starting points for growth, seeds that sprout into something strong. You might read a situation wrong in the heat of it. I'll shape that into sharper wisdom for next time. You might feel tiny in a big crowd. I'll teach you to breathe deep until your quiet strength catches up to the role I've given you. You're not picked because you're perfect and never trip. You're chosen because when you fall, you stand back up with honesty, owning it. And when you're on your feet, you reach down to help others up too. That's the real power I pour into. Strength that doesn't fake it, that doesn't need to push others down to feel tall. Today, October 11th, isn't the end of the race. It's more like a turning point, where everything starts to swing open wider from this spot on. Your daily habits, they can either grind against the change like rusty hinges or glide smooth with a little help. Let me smooth them out for you. Start your mornings with me before you dive into texts or to-dos. I'll give you a steady beat to your day that no surprise can throw off. Just 10 minutes of quiet with me can save you from hours of spinning in circles later. Come back to these words when things get noisy. Read them slow, not like a lucky charm, but like a compass to get you straight again. I'm not just for emergencies. I'm the one who builds your whole day from the ground up. Bring me in at the start, not only when things crack. About your home, I'm clearing out the heavy air that's lingered too long. Those corners where sadness like to settle will start to feel brighter, warmer. The spots where worry set up camp will get a fresh breeze moving through. Crack a window open. Let the sunlight pour in. Shift something small around, a chair, a shelf, as a way to say yes to the biggest shifts I'm doing inside you. Toss out the things that carry the weight of old days, the stuff that reminds you of heaviness you don't need anymore. Clear a spot on your table for fresh papers, new ideas, bursts of laughter that surprise you. I'm putting a blessing on every doorway, the one you step out through each morning and the one you come back to at night. Folks around you will pick up on it. Your face looks more rested, more alive, in a way that sleep alone can't explain. That's me lifting loads off you that were never yours to haul in the first place. Set them down, even if it feels odd at first, like you're lighter than you remember. Freedom's like a soft, easy coat. You'll get comfy in it soon enough. Your heart. I've watched every letdown, every mix-up that left you confused and raw. I'm not telling you to act like it all never happened or brush it under the rug. I'm asking you to walk so deep into what I've called you to that those scars become stories you share to light the way for others, gentle warnings wrapped in hope. You'll talk with the weight of what you've been through, but softened by the healing that's taken root. Your experiences won't turn into some big drama for show. They'll be a safe place for people to land, making them feel less isolated in their own messes. Those who listen will remember it's okay to pick themselves up and try once more. You're not a display case full of old hurts. You're more like a garden that's bounced back stronger, full of tough, blooming resilience. You're like, I'm adding extra grace to the things you're already pouring yourself into. Do them well, not to chase claps from the crowd, but because it's for me, from a place of quiet thanks. If you're building something, whether it's a project, a home, or a team, double-check your steps but trust the vision I've given your eyes. If you're putting words on the page, go for the sentence that feels scary because it's so real, the one that cuts true. If you're guiding others, chase the fear out of the air by speaking without it in your own voice first. If you're in a learning phase, don't hesitate to ask for a hand. I'll send help in the form of a friend who knows the ropes. If you're in a holding pattern, waiting for the green light, keep doing the little faithful things that till the soil. Getting ready is never thrown away. It's the quiet work that makes the big breakthrough possible later. That day that feels like it came out of nowhere. It's the payoff from all those mornings you showed up anyway. About that person who's suddenly tuned into you. They're taken aback because they're seeing past the everyday you to the solid core I shaped from the beginning. Their world is huge and spinning fast, full of noise and hurry. But something about you slices through it all clean and clay. When they ask a quick question, don't rush to fill the quiet with chatter. Let your words land with real substance, thoughtful and true. Don't nod along to something your gut says no to. And don't sell yourself short on the worth I've stamped on you. Respect their time? Sure. But value yours just as much. If something clicks into place, an agreement or a path forward, make sure it's spelled out clear as day. If the spark fades without leading anyway, let it go without your heart racing in panic. I'm not hanging your whole story on one chat or one chance encounter. I'm threading together a whole tapestry of moments. This is just one strand, a hint that you've come into view at the perfect tick of the clock. You fretted that my timing would leave you playing catch-up, always a step behind. But my timing puts you right where you need to be, spot on. When I nudge you to go, you'll spot the opening that only shows up for feet that follow without question. When I say hold steady, you'll dodge a trap that dressed up like an easy way out. Trust me more than your planner, more than the timeline scarred by old hurts. Trust me past the echoes that call you too big or too small. You're built just the right size for the spaces I'm unlocking now. Grow tall where I pour the water. Don't squeeze yourself down to fit a spot you've outgrown long ago. I'm bringing back that sense of wonder in you, not the quick buzz that fizzles out fast and needs constant feeding, but the deep, steady or that keeps your soul calm and full. You'll glance at everyday stuff, a cup of coffee, a walk in the leaves, and feel a rush of real thanks that sticks. You'll stroll down the street and realize your thoughts have stopped fighting each other, finally at peace. You'll spot little answers popping up like unexpected gifts along the trail. And you'll be the voice that brings calm to talks that were spiraling toward a fight, turning tension into understanding. That's not being soft or clueless. That's real power. The quiet command of someone. There's this door you've steered clear of for years, deciding it was out of your league, not meant for someone like you. But I'm telling you straight, go up to it now. Look into what you used to skip over. Fill out the form you once shoved aside. Ask that question you've only practiced in your head. Pick up the phone without starting with sorry for bothering you. The result? That's in my hands. Your part is just a step toward it with trust, even if it doesn't swing wide. And sometimes doors surprise us. The simple act of approaching will shift something inside you, loosening the brace you built against no's. And if it does open, in ways you never dreamed, you won't be caught off guard by your own bravery, because I'm building it in you day by day, steady and sure. For the ones who questioned you out loud, with sharp words, and the ones who did it in silence, with side eyes or shrugs, send them blessings from afar. Let your life unfolding be the quiet reply they didn't expect. Don't waste your spark trying to win over hearts that won't turn. The ones who are ready to see will catch the light. The ones who can't will step back into shadows and mistake it for something dark. Just keep going. Keep putting one brick on the next. Keep pouring love into what matters. Keep letting go of what's done. Keep picking up new lessons. Keep polishing your skills. Keep showing up strong even when the audience is empty. Because I'm watching, always, and I reward the steady heart in my perfect time. I'm matching you up with guides who hold the keys to doors you'll walk through soon. They won't baby you or pat your head. They'll challenge you to get sharper, better. Take their feedback like a welcome present. Ask questions that cut to the core. Jot it all down. Put it into action fast. Don't put them on a pedestal, but give them the honor they deserve. I'll also bring friends your way who cheer your wins like their own and pull you into theirs without a hint of jealousy. Set up spaces where smart talk and easy laughs mix well. Guard those spots from rumors or worry that sneak in. Create side by side without cutting corners on kindness. Team up without letting small stuff turn sour. You'll be amazed how fast things pick up speed when there's no room for envy at the table. Your name's going to spread further. But let who I made you be the one carrying it, not hype or flash. Your tasks will pile higher, but root your rest deep so you don't burn out. Your reach will grow, but let your down-to-earth ways dig even deeper. Still, I'm making you more visible not to wear you out or let folks drain you dry, but to spark something in them. When people cross your path, I want them walking away with eyes open to what's possible, guts to give it a shot, and a fresh belief that good isn't foolish. It's the only thing that lasts. I'm putting a fresh touch on your money matters, one that lets you breathe easy instead of holding tight. You won't grip every dollar like it's the last. You'll let it flow where it can do good. You'll make choices that seem patient to the rushed crowd and bold to the scared ones. Plant seeds where I point, tuck some away where I nudge. Give in ways that feel like dropping acorns for trees you'll never climb, but you'll end up under plenty of shade yourself. I'm sweeping out those impulse buys born from panic or spending sprees chased by guilt. Instead, I'm wiring in smarts that pause the urge and widens your view. Plenty isn't about grabbing more than you need. It's about having room to hold it without losing who you are. You worried that getting ahead might twist you into someone you wouldn't recognize, someone hard or fake. But real steps forward don't swap you out. They uncover the gold that's been there all along, polished by tough times. Stay near me, and what comes to light will be beauty made stronger, not broken. Keep your inner world simple, free of clutter. Practice saying what's real when it's just you in the quiet, so it comes natural when eyes are on. Build the habit of thanks when things are tight, so it overflows easy when they loosen up. Learn to let some calls ring out. Some invites sit unanswered, not from pride, but because not everything fits your path. Not every gap is yours to fill. Not every hello means stay forever. I'll make the right ones clear. You'll feel the smooth click of what belongs. Fear's going to tap at your door, the worry of being spotted and judged, twisted by others, or used up and tossed. But it gets to knock, it doesn't get to stay. I'm not dropping you into a flawless setup. I'm sending you forward wrapped in peace that can't be shaken. Protect your heart with the truths I share. Feed your forward look with stories of how I've come through before. Keep a list of those little victories and pull it out when doubts crank up the volume. Cheer the ground you've covered, even if it's not the peak yet. Perfect isn't the boss here. Purpose is the coach, guiding you. Let me say it once more. Don't rush past this. Don't gloss over the call to let go of grudges or take a deep breath in the thick of it. Let these words sink way down into your bones, where they can reshape you from the inside. Today, keep an eye out for those oops, that's weird moments that aren't weird at all. A text will drop in at just the right beat. Someone you figured had moved on will pop back up. A chore you dreaded will wrap quicker than planned. A hold-up will shield you from trouble. A go-ahead will chase you down. A turn-down will clear space for better. All these threads weave into a design that, looking back, screams careful love. And when that billionaire crosses your mind again, or better, when you cross theirs, remember you're not trying out for a role to prove your okayness. You're showing up as the one I declare you to be. Full stop. Come rested in that truth. Talk straight. Listen with your whole self. Pose the question that shows hearts, not just hands, and stand by what you know is right without a sorry tacked on. If they're for the long haul with you, it'll feel peaceful, like home. If they're just a quick sign on the route, smile, nod, and keep driving. I'm far from done with the good twists I have for you. There are friends waiting in the wings you haven't met, spots to stand and share you haven't glimpsed, notes sealed with your name from folks whose hands you haven't clasped yet. Pack light for the trip. Bring honesty, a hunger to learn, kindness that sticks, and guts to go. Leave the baggage, the shame that weighs nothing down but you, the showy hustle that ties everyone, the old lie of not enough that made you grab scraps. You're sliding into the stretch you begged for in prayers half forgotten, words tumbled out in raw need. I tucked those pleas safe, held you close when surviving felt like all there was. That just getting by turned to buried seeds. Those seeds are pushing up green now. The green will ripen to full fields. Those fields will bake into loaves for tables far beyond your sight. Take your share. Break it open. Pass it around. Pause to catch your breath, then run the next lap. Chuckle deep and often. Shape your world with care. Turn down what's not yours. Lean in wholly to the yeses. When the sun dips and the day folds up, come back my way. I'm the anchor past every wind line. Today stands out, etched with fresh starts. October 11th carries new ink for your pages. The Archangels are on duty, your path laid plain. I'm positioning you where eyes that matter will land, shielding you from snares meant to snag. Step light, chin up, jaw loose. Inhale slow. That press you feel? It's not doom, it's wonder landing soft. I'm as close as dawn chasing dark. I'm in the sharp rooms of deals, the hidden corners of plans, the warm spots of home meals, the buzz of choices made loud. You're mine, and I'm glad to claim you. Don't brush this off. Take it in deep. Rise up. Straighten your spot. Sip some water. Hit send on that held back note. Gather your tools. Check your core truths. Palms up. I'm set to wow you with how simple my steady love can be. What's rolling in isn't chance. It's scripted with care. What lands won't break you. It'll back you up. As you settle in tonight, under the hum of it all, you'll sense I've shifted things for you already. This kicks off the days you dreamed in your boldest flashes. Live it out. I'll match your stride. I speak now because you've hit a veil you didn't spot, a soft spot between scared what ifs and the ready setup I've laid. Today, October 11th, that pull you couldn't pin, the flutter at thought's rim, the still before the sway. You shrugged it as nothing. You swiped screens, let out a breath, chased the tug away, but my call doesn't fade with your full plate. It's patient. It's pushy in the best way. It's present. Listen up. The Archangels have orbited your days, not to spook, but to flag the stretch you knelt for is cracking open like first light. They've rapped, you sidestepped. They've murmured, you glanced elsewhere. So I'm plain speaking, straight shut, no miss, 'cause I won't let this glide by. What's headed your way deserves your full yes. I'm not behind. I'm bang on. You've puzzled over stuck doors, fat promises gone lean, hellos that ghosted. That's me not slapping up a quick fix. I built base instead. Fast track zip, but buckle under load. You put in for a run that holds joy, aim, lasting mark without cave-in. I greenlit it. That meant stretch, trim, retune, trust class. Every lag you griped was a swerve from eaters to builders. Time's no slap, it's shield. Voices piled on. Late, skipped, swap out, snicker at your plot twist. Hush em. Hey original me. I drafted you. Ticked your inhales in sleep. Fueled you over unseen darks. Spotted your pardon over payback ease. Watched you dawn soft when bite back beckoned. Each soft drop, seed back. Seeds clock soil. Crops no myth, it's fair play. Plant to prime. Archangels nudge today cause air buzzies like male cute at stoop. Tasked to scrub unseen. Crust on your tag. Binds you dodge but they pushed. Tags for past you. Michael's front door post. Not just watch, but slice fakes mimicking aim sans fate. Gabriel Hall's lines you blanked on needing. You're not tallies of scared spits. Raphael packs soft. Scars you shrugged ain't forever sky. Uriel swings beam to next tread. Sharp ain't spotty, it's your everywhere. Don't mix low-key with duck and cover. Cover was hold on for then. Now, stand out call. Voice carry spot. Weight of spotlet sand spotlight crave. Spots sink. Watches circus. No circus tooth. You sway trust gold. Quiet heart gauge. Bendy. Hands, big give light purse. Mind, retry post flops. Retry, unlock.